Hey Cigar Pals, I'm gonna do an off-the-cuff type of review of this Ventura Cigars Archetype Sacred Scales. I was just over at Club Humidor for the Crux event over there, which is really cool, and I'm gonna have a post up about that. But when I was there, I was talking to Joe, and Joe is one of the guys that works there all the time, and he was telling me this cigar is a really nice, complex cigar. So we're gonna give it a try and see what we think. You know, I'm not, I don't feel like setting everything up to do this review, but I'm just gonna smoke this cigar and talk to you about it a little bit. Real earthy, a sweetness in there, something creamy. Smells good. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm just gonna kind of play this off the cuff and let y'all join me as I smoke this, but it won't be an official regular Cigar Pals video like I normally do. But we're gonna smoke it and see what happens. I'm gonna fire it up, and I'll be back, tell you all about it. Cold draw, spicy, earthy. Kind of like a hazelnut or something like that, some kind of a coffee. Pretty nice. Let's fire it up. All right, on the draw, a little tight for such a big ring gauge. Just a little tight. Maybe I should have used a straight cut on that, or a guillotine. Flavor. It's a black coffee, some hazelnut. There's some pepper on the retrohale and some in the back of my throat. It's earthy. Not bad so far. Got a bite to it. I'll be back. Okay, guys. I'm gonna read you some stuff. And these guys, I don't know what they're putting in their cigars. This cigar I think is normal, but the story goes, every legend has a beginning. Archetype is exploration of nuance that rewards the discriminating palate with a new line of highly complex yet perfectly balanced cigars. Each vitola is artfully crafted with a unique blend of rich flavored tobaccos and bound in a pristine wrapper, working in harmony to create an intense, memorable smoke that has no equal. Archetype is inspired by the work of psychologist Carl Jung and mythographer Joseph Campbell, who defined archetypes as the constantly repeating characters who occur in the dream of all people and the myths of all cultures. Campbell discovered that through his study of world myths that the hero's journey is a common story arc that has been retold in infinite variation since the beginning of time. We invite you to share the journey and leave compromise behind. All right, and then they go on. Each one of these cigars in this lineup has a story about different things. You know, it's like the first one, the dream state. Drift away into subconsciousness with smooth, mild, medium-bodied cigar enveloped in a velvety gold wrapper that rewards with a complex bouquet of fruit, vanilla, and white pepper. Okay. Now, each one of these has this. I'm going to go down to the one I'm smoking, the Sacred Scales right here. Let me get the band over there so you can see. And tell you, Sacred Scales marks the inflection point in our hero's journey, beginning their return to the real world from imaginary. The unique blend is crafted by cigar master Ernesto Perez Carrillo. So, E.P. Carrillo created or made this cigar, but it's wild, man. This is Fantasyland stuff. It's pretty wild, but I'll write all about it, and I'll tell you a lot more about it in the post. But in the blog, it's all I'm going to tell you about it. It is got a Mexican San Andreas wrapper on it, Ecuadorian binder, and a Nicaraguan filler. It's a full body cigar, and Oh, there's 3 Vitolas, and this one is the 6x60 Gordo. So, anything else I want to tell you? I think that's about it for right now. But so far it's an interesting stick. I'm enjoying it. I just got back from my ride. I rode the bike because I'm Cigar Pals. I'm supposed to ride the bike. Sorry for the reflection in my glasses. But I ride the bike to the events whenever I can. And I could tonight. It was cold out there. But what the heck, you know. Anyhow, I'll be back. We're about a third in, or no, we're not a third in. We're about an inch in. And burning a knife. Draws good. That coffee flavor is real strong in there. The earthiness. The pepper's still there on the retrohale. Still feel it a little in the back of my throat. But it's a nice full body cigar. For any of you guys that like the full body sticks, I think it's going to be a fun stick. I'll be back. All right, burning nice, tasting great. Still getting that coffee flavor, kind of a hazelnut in there, a sweetness. There's something sweet in there. It's just barely there, you know. You just taste it in the background. Kind of a long finish on this stick. I pretty much am tasting it till the next draw. Mouthful of flavor. Good stick. Okay, this thing's burning really nice. Holding a nice edge on it. That ash is nice. And I'm going to get rid of that ash in a minute, because on the floor underneath of me, I have been doing all these reviews and smoking cigars in general, and my floor looks like an ash can, and my pants usually have a bunch of ashes on them too. So I'm getting rid of this ash, but I want you to see we've burnt about 1.5 inches down this stick, and that ash held very nice. So I'll be back. One thing I want to tell you, I'm trying to do some research on Ventura Cigars, who makes the Archetype, and they make the Psycho. And last summer when I was at Sturgis, I did a cigar review on the Psycho, and that was a nice stick. I liked it very much. So we know a little bit more about them. Not a lot, but a little bit more. All right. Very little on the net about these guys, but Ventura Cigar Company is a California-based cigar manufacturer known for premium brands like Psycho 7, Project 805, which I've never seen, Case Study, and Archetype. The company is a subsidiary of Cretec International Group, Incorporated, a large importer and distributor of various tobacco products. Ventura doesn't have a factory of its own, choosing instead to contract production of its brands with various well-known cigar companies, including Drew Estate, Archetype Axis, and Archetype Axis Mundi, Oliva Cigar, Archetype Fantasy Miniseries, and La Aurora, Project 805, and Davidoff Psycho 7. And, of course, EP Carrillo makes the Archetype, Sacred Scales. So now you know as much as I know about these guys. As this cigar is coming along nicely, about a third in, a little over. Still nice flavor. And earthy tones are coming out. The coffee's kind of fading to the back. The that hazelnut flavor is still there. The pepper's still there. Not overpowering, just noticeable. Anyhow, we'll be back. All right, we're probably close to 2/3 of the way in. Nice stick. Not changing a whole lot in the complexity. It's complex. It's got a lot of flavor to it, but it's not really changing a lot as it goes. You're getting that coffee, that hazelnut, the pepper, the earth, and that stays pretty much the same all the way through so far. So unless we find something new, there's that sweetness there that I haven't exactly identified, but Nice stick. I'm enjoying it. Okay, we're almost down to the band. Smoking nice. See how that ash builds real nice. Carrillo, you can pretty much count on something that EP Carrillo builds. It's going to have a nice firm ash. Of course, it's a 60 ring gauge, so it's not that difficult to build a cigar that'll hold an ash on it when you got that big of a ring gauge. But anyhow, tasting nice. Nothing changing, but the pepper's coming in a little stronger now. I'm catching that even when I'm not retrohaling. I mean, I just in my nose, but I'm not really doing a real retrohale, and I'm catching that pepper. So, but good cigar. I'll be back. Finish it up. Okay. This is pretty much stayed consistent all the way through. It's a nice, very nice cigar. I like it. A lot of flavor to it. It doesn't change a lot, and some things kind of, you know, some flavors just kind of fade and then they come back and as we go through it, but nothing's real overpowering, but it's consistent all the way through. It's got nice flavor all the way through, and I'm rather impressed with it. The next time I see one of these, I will pick up another one. Not bad. Till next time, cigar pals, take it easy.